Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Sticka-Conrad and I am your professor for AE 291 Business Ethics this late spring of 2019. Welcome to the class, and I'm hoping that your spring break was an amazing one and a restful and relaxing one. So this is the home stretch, guys, right? This is the last 7 weeks of the semester. I hope you're ready to go. So I figured I'd do a short video just so that you have an overview of the class so you know what to expect and you know how things are run. So first things first, what is the duration of this course? It is 7 weeks. So basically it is a 14 or 15 week semester course, condensed down into about half of its length. Okay. So, but it is a full length course. So all of the material will still be covered. It runs from today, Monday, March 25th, all the way out until Friday, May 9th. So that brings me to my next point. How does this class or this course run? It is broken up into 7 learning units. Each learning unit consists of 1 week. Okay, and within each week, I usually cover 2 to 3 chapters in the book, and I'll talk about that in a second. So usually this course runs from Sunday to Saturday every week, except the first and the last week. So this is the first week, begins on a Monday. So your first day obviously is a Monday. It'll and the learning unit or the week will end on this coming Saturday. And then that last week starts on a Sunday, but it ends a day early on a Friday, okay? And that's important too, because all of your assignments are due within certain learning units. So each learning unit sort of functions as its own universe. You have your own assignments due within the week, usually about like your quizzes and whatnot by Saturday, but we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so what do you need for this book? In terms of materials, obviously you need internet access. I would strongly suggest that you use Chrome, because Blackboard no longer is supported by IE or Internet Explorer, and Safari can be a kind of a pain in the neck with regard to movies that you'll be required to watch, but definitely I know Chrome always works. So, and also you need to get the book, and the book looks like this. So this is, I don't know if you can see that with that horrible glare, I'm sorry. So this is my textbook, Business Ethics Through the Lens of Movies, and the reason you don't see an actual book is because it is a virtual book, but you do need to get it. How do you get it? You go to the bookstore, and you'll get a card with that graphic on it, and that has a barcode that you type in, and then it's required that you log in. Okay, you need to get your own copy, and that's really important for 2 reasons. Number one, it's worth 3% of your grade, and in order to get that 3% of your grade, those 3 points on your grade, you need to get that book this week, no exceptions. Okay, number one. Number two, you have to submit certain assignments to me through the book. You can't borrow somebody else's. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so you have to get your own copy. You have to register it to your own name so that you can submit your assignment through the book so I can grade it through that website. Okay, so that's really important. If for some reason, and I can't imagine why this would happen, and I know the bookstore has enough copies because I've checked, okay, and you have to get that this week. If you can't get it from the bookstore, and I know they have it, again, you can always go through the publisher, okay? And if you're having trouble with that, you need to contact me immediately. Like in the first couple days of class, I will give you their website, and it's instant access to the book. As soon as you put your credit card in, you have the book, okay? So that's really important. Okay, so about the book, you need to read it. Why? Because your discussion questions, and I'll get to that in a second, and your quizzes are based on the book. Okay, there's no substitute for it. The other thing is that all the study materials that I have made are in the book. They're embedded in the book. They are not in Blackboard. That's really, really important, okay? So I have PowerPoints and I have flashcards for you to review, okay? Everything is on this website. It is in the book itself, okay? So please be aware of that. And again, a couple of your assignments will be submitted through that website, not on Blackboard, okay? Okay. So how does this class function in terms of grading? So you have discussion boards, okay, which I would strongly encourage you to do more than what I've asked. So if you're wondering like how much to do, the learning unit description that I have up for you every week has everything completely laid out. What I expect every week, how many posts at least, and in what categories, okay? The initial posts are due by Wednesday of every week, no exceptions. Without that, if you don't do that, then it's 10 points off your participation grade for that week, okay? And then the rest of the posts to each other and or more answers to my questions are due by Saturday, okay? But the syllabus has that all lined out, and on top of that, the learning unit description has it all laid out for you very clear. If there are any questions, you contact me, okay? So discussion boards are 29% of your grade. Quizzes, weekly quizzes, I drop one, the lowest one, but those are weekly. You have 7 of them. Also, cumulatively, they are worth 29% of your grade. There is a long paper. That's an interview paper, and I will be giving you instructions on that on the information tab on Blackboard on the left side of your screen later on this week. That is worth 29% of your grade. Journal, there's a journal entry required toward the end of this course. That's 10%, and again, getting the book by this week, okay, it's really important, is 3%, okay? So again, the syllabus is going to be on the information piece, or the information tab on the left side of your screen, and you need to read that because that takes the place of me actually standing in front of you. Please read it carefully. You are responsible for its content. If there's any questions or doubt, you contact me. How do you contact me? My email is on the top of that syllabus. Also, if you want to ask me a question that you think the answer to which would benefit everybody in the class, on the discussion forum, under discussion board, you'll see general forum or discussion forum. You can ask me a question there and I'll respond to you. And I would strongly suggest that everybody subscribe to the discussion boards so that when someone posts, you get alerted, okay? No late assignments are accepted in this course. Why? The course is too short, okay? And I cannot accommodate for that. Otherwise, you and I are going to be chasing each other around. It'll be crazy. And no extra credit, okay? Because there's plenty of chances to do well in this course, and to give anybody extra credit would constitute an unfair advantage, and I can't do that. It would be unethical, right? And we'll talk about that. But anyway, so that's kind of where I stand, and I'm so looking forward, and I always do, I'm so looking forward to talking to all of you and getting to know you. The more you participate in this class, and I cannot overemphasize this, the more you participate in this class, the more you'll get out of it. More students than not have told me that they really like this format. It gives them a chance to talk and really express themselves, and this is the place to do it as long as you're respectful, right? So let's do it. Let's have fun. Let's learn a lot. Oh, one more thing. I have movies that I have you watch most of the weeks. You have to answer those. You have to answer the questions with regard to those movies, and you have to watch the movies. I promise you they're worth it. Okay? So a little bit about my background. I've been teaching at Fairfield U for about a decade. I am a grad, and I've spent most of my life at Fairfield, and so that's a long story. But anyway, I love Fairfield, and I love its people, and I'm really excited to be here. And I'm actually an attorney who hasn't practiced in a while. I've had kind of a very varied corporate life, but I've been in higher ed for 15, and I've run my own company for over 20. So anyway, education's my thing. I'm so glad to be here. I hope you are as well. One teeny last thing. I ask that you do a video. Each of you do a video much shorter than this. Tell me who you are. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and something that you really hope to get out of this class, and something interesting about you. Okay? Thanks so much, guys. I hope that you'll have fun too. And please post that video of yourself by Wednesday in the introductions form. Thank you. Happy to have you. Let's get going.